the first years of teaching, I can recall that they were wonderful. They were wonderful. I was one of the first Mexican-American teachers at Austin High School at the time, and some of the students looked at me kind of different, you know, and all that. So you have to, every day you have to prove yourself in the world, no matter who you are. No matter your ethnicity, no matter your racial background, no matter your gender, every day it's proving. Proving to the boss, proving to the principal, proving to other teachers, proving to the students and the parents. And it was I stayed there till 1970, and I loved it. And I love my students. They were the greatest years of my life. But my students had already had 8, 9, 10 years of ballet. So when I got them in modern dance, sophomore, junior, and senior year, they already had the foundation of movement, of the way that a dancer should be and be beautiful and graceful. So it was very easy for me, very easy. The kids that did not have the ballet, I could see because I had to work double with them. And the ones that were just natural, I just developed that. And a lot of them, I still see a lot of them, and they said, "Thank you, Mrs. Guerrero," because there were not too many Latinos and Hispanics at the time and minorities at Austin High School. We didn't even have blacks. African Americans were just coming into the schools because of the new ruling, you know. The students say, "Thank you, Mrs. Guerrero, because you made me believe in myself." Whether they're black, white, brown, whatever. To me, they were my students. I loved them dearly. I still love them. We still communicate. And it's great because teaching is learning and you never stop learning. And teaching is forever, forever. You could be 90 years old, you could be 100, you're always going to be a teacher. Yes, in 1970, a wonderful man by the name of Hibbert Polk, he was one of our associate superintendents, gave me the opportunity to open up this intercultural programs for the El Paso Public Schools. It's now EPISD, but it was El Paso Public Schools. And what I wanted to do is to tell kids, number one, to believe in themselves. Number two, to be proud of themselves. I saw that the Latino and the Hispano and the other minorities were not too proud because the dominant culture is so strong. English, 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 which is great because we have to learn English in order to survive, in order to compete. And if we have the second language, praise God, because it's not going to hurt you. And if you're bilingual, man, you could reach how many kids, how many people, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're any profession. If you're bilingual, it's just an asset to you and your mind, your computer, your wisdom. But it was wonderful to reach so many kids. I used to work with 3,000 kids per week. People don't believe me. They don't believe me. But I did. It was from Head Start all the way to high school. And I would talk to them. I would lecture. I would bring drug awareness at the time. I would tell them the bad habits of drug addiction and all of that, and I would tell them also culture and character development, values, respect, decency, politeness, everything that I felt that a child needed. They were losing it. I could see, and now it's worse. You know, it's worse. Our world is so fast, and we're like driving with a brake on, you know, just tensed. But it was wonderful. I learned a lot with the kids. They taught me. I used to go to Bowie and lecture to the kids, to Jefferson High School. I even went to Esleda schools. Esleda schools were the first ones that paid me as a consultant. A beautiful lady by the name of Constant Holbert was the one that said, "Would you come and do a workshop for my English teacher and my foreign language teachers and over at Isleta during the summer?" And she paid. I couldn't believe I was going to get paid for something, you know. Now I get paid because I'm a consultant now. But the fact is that many of our Latino and Hispanic kids living on the border, we're like cultural chameleons. We have to shift gears to English, to Spanish, to the Mexican culture, to the American culture. Where do we belong? I say 1 foot in Mexico, 1 foot in the United States, a Rio Grande between the legs, you know. And some of our kids don't speak English or Spanish. They can't read or write English or Spanish. And that was hurting me. And some denied being Mexican. Some, yo no hablo español porque yo soy American furries, you know. And I couldn't understand because I was always proud. I was proud to be me. I was proud to be different. I was unique. And I felt that everybody should be feeling that feeling of identity. Because I had it very strong, and I thought everybody did. And some didn't. So that's why I started my folklorico in the 70s. Burgess High School was the first high school that I had my folklorico. Then the community college, I started with the El Paso Community College over at Logan Heights in a barrack. Another folklorico. Then I went into my own independent international ballet folklorico. And I had that 20 years. And it was wonderful because you're here on earth 1 minute. I don't care if it's 90 or 100, it's 1 minute compared to the millions of years that the existence of Mother Earth and the universe. But I said, I'm going to do something. So I started the folklorico, and now there's many folkloricos. Praise God for that. You see children dancing, and that was just one way for me to tell them that they are beautiful, they are proud, they should know how wonderful your roots should be and proud of your culture. Oh, tapestry is just so unique. America, I said because I always used to remember my teachers, social studies teachers, 5th and 6th grade. Children, America is a melting pot. And I used to say to myself, I don't want to get burned. I don't want to get burned in there. No me quiero quemar. I am me. I want to keep my identity. I was already, but I couldn't say that. You never spoke out to the teacher. If she says the moon is square and it's round, okay, you go with whatever the teacher went. And that was just a rule of knowing and learning and being there. But I said, no. I said to myself, we're not a melting pot. We homogenize and melt our identity. Homogenize and melt who we are, whether you're a woman, you're a man, you're black, you're white, you're brown. I tell the children, God made us a tapestry of beautiful people. The world is a tapestry. You are a tapestry. We are black and we're white and we're brown, we're chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. We are caramel, butter pecan, and rocky road. A mixture sometimes. But we're beautiful. And at the end of the journey, when dying we must, we're ashes to ashes and dust to dust. We're one human being, a beautiful human being. We need to love others, and we need to have peace in our hearts, because peace is love. And we have to respect each other. And it's very important, and I learned that very young, not to put others down, and we do. We put others down because they're different, because they can't function fast enough, because they think fast enough, and everybody has their own ability and pace, and we need to respect that. And everybody has their own gifts to give. So I said, well, with this wonderful tapestry, look at the mosaic of the world.